Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Fate Grand Order. Oh yeah, the Dubai frame did change, so that's yours now, which makes sense. You were kind of going crazy for that. We have an old Dubai holiday number 2, which last time it was just kind of hanging out. Kind of wouldn't mind if it's that again. We'll have to see here. I mean, it does use the word holiday, right? Which, that is something that I do think is important in these chapters, is having time, which is not pure plot, go, 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 but time to just see the place you're in, right? That is important. Sabah al-Khair, everyone. I appreciate you being right on time for breakfast. I hope I said that right. Although, is Passion Lip not here? I see, so she's still in sleep mode. Well, that makes sense. She does consume the most energy. The background changed for a second. Anyway, I'm sorry to keep asking so much of you, but for some jobs, I think it's best to have all of you helping. Mash and Percival, I'd like you to continue training our militia. Nikitish, once Lip wakes up, I'd like you two to conduct a force reconnaissance on Area E. That makes sense with Lip. She does have presence concealment. The Laughing Moon Night Brigade has been acting strangely since last night. They've been at least 20% louder than usual. Knowing them, they're likely just caught up in some new trend. Even so. Understood. We'd be glad to help. Right, Sir Percival? Of course. We'll keep things simple, but challenging. We'll have to get Chakram to help out too. You need a lot of nutrients to build healthy bodies. Our bodies don't grow or change no matter what we eat, but never mind that now. Got it. I'll head out with Lip as soon as she's awake. But did you say Area E? I thought the Laughing Moon Night Brigade was set up in Area F. It is, but now that Coin Sky is gone, they've claimed a corner of the mall as their own. Please chase them off if the numbers seem manageable, since the mall's still a crucial manufacturing facility. What about Barto and me, Hasara? You two will be on Sandworm duty as usual. A few more rounds and you should be able to perform a simple summons like usual. That said, you've been working a little too hard lately, so I want you to take it easy this morning. Then I'll use the morning to go work on the ship in the harbor, since I got to rest during the Koyan Mall operation. Great, then it's settled. See you tonight. Janako said to give you her regards too, by the way. So it does seem like it's a more chill time, all things considered. We got business transactions going on. Oh, wait, are those our guys? I don't know. Yeah, wasn't there a cafe around here? All right, are we going to deal with CL being here? Welcome. What can I get for you? You're looking for something you can enjoy on the go? How about this beverage, then? Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. I like how I give that voice to the robots, even though they're pretty clear that the robots would probably be speaking normally. Okay, you're both here. You know about vampires? I mean, true ancestors? I see. So that's how you know about executors. Have we talked much about true ancestors? I mean, the obvious answer is that we probably have Archetype Earth summoned, maybe? I don't know if we have her summoned in canon, right? If you don't mind my asking, what kind of true ancestor did you meet? When? Where? Oh no, you're talking to him. Oh, okay. A long time ago, in a completely digital world. She was blonde, she had red eyes, and she was terrifying, but beautiful. Oh, her white outfit was also pretty memorable. And her monk companion was quite a character as well. Wait, please, no more. Anything else and I'll end up with a headache. When are we gonna get Berserker Arquid in this game? Come on. It'd be cool, because then you could do like Ascension 1 could be like extra Arquid, like the original Berserker. Extra 2 could be Red Arc, but then 3 could be like a cool, like super Crimson Moon version of her, right? I mean, I guess 3 Arcuids is probably a lot considering we're getting Phantasmoon, but I don't care, right? Anyway, what are you doing out here, Tanner? Taking a walk? CL, you're having tea at Master Bucks with, Hi there. Gym Guy. Looks like we meet again. Gym Guy! Exactly what I said. Oh, you two already know each other. Sounds like you met under unusual circumstances. I still haven't actually introduced myself yet, though. There was always something more pressing going on every time we met. Well, better late than never, I guess. My name's Kishinami Hakuno. I'm also a digital human, just like the citizens of Moon Dubai. Interesting we're doing... I mean, that is the correct way to do... Are they gonna do it? Wait, are they gonna do it where the male one is Kishinami Hakuno, then Hakuno Kishinami for the other? Well, I don't think so, but that would be a fun way to differentiate them. I mean, that is the correct way, because it is first name, last name, right? But it's just interesting, because I'm pretty sure they only ever used Hakuno Kishinami in that order, in, like, Extra, but we also shouldn't look to Extra for being 100% correct. I played the perfect patch, which fixed all the naming issues, but they're definitely still, like, the original release in English, they mistranslated a lot of stuff, so... The hotel decided to close their gym, so it seemed like a good time to come to Old Dubai. Well, thanks again for helping us out back then. Not at all. I'm sorry it took so long to introduce myself. I heard about your recent exploits. They say you defeated one of the moon cancers. Be careful, though. This world isn't like the one you know. According to BB Dubai's broadcast, you're an old human, here, from the 21st century. You can get injured on the battlefield. If you get killed, there's no coming back. So what you're saying is, people die when they're killed? These AI people are different. They don't mind if they damage or even destroy their frames. Some of them will even be willing to sacrifice their bodies just for a chance at harming you. Survival must be your priority. You can't take pity on your enemies, and you also shouldn't let yourself get hung up on AIs becoming collateral damage. This world is already done for. You need to focus on getting back to your world safely, not on saving this Apsaras world. That's not... What does that word mean? I've seen that word before, but what does that word mean? Wait, Apsaras are celestial female... Yeah, I was gonna say, because it makes me think of SMT. Celestial female spirits of the clouds and waters in Hindu and Buddhist culture. Really? Does it not have another meaning? Passing, it translates from Sanskrit to moving in the water or passing through the clouds. That's an interesting word to use. Yeah, what does Apsaras world mean? That's how someone else and I refer to this world. It's neither a singularity nor a pruning theoretical phenomenon. Oh! Think of it as a branch that grew close to the trunk of official history, but still deviated. Okay, so wait, what? We're just getting new words in? Okay. It's very similar to your own world. It even prospered more than yours did. Ironically, its history came to an end for that very reason. We call these ephemeral branches Apsaras branches. But please just keep that between us if you don't mind. Only one other person ever refers to this world like that. This is so embarrassing. You're a very kind person, aren't you, Kishinami? It sounds to me like what you're really trying to tell Tanner is that it's not his fault if the people of Moon Dubai end up getting hurt. I was just pointing out a few facts as a neutral third party. What about you, CL? What do you think of Moon Dubai? You're from the Servantverse, right? It's completely different than our universe? Or is it one that's just a few cycles ahead of ours? I took a brief look at the records once but I still don't really understand. The Servantverse, huh? Now that you mention it, we do sometimes see servants from there getting stranded. I don't know much about it, though. Yeah, so people pointed out, no, it's basically CL was fighting, it's the Earth Tsukihime CL. It's her. She was fighting and got vaporized, And then when she came back, she was brought back to the Servantverse instead. Okay. Even though she knew about Servantverse Curry? Anyway, I do get the sense that the citizens of Moondubai are a lot like servants. They're composed of data, making them immortal. If they die, they just pop back right to life. The important thing is that they're not getting a do-over. When they die, they pick up right where they left off. In that sense, both the people of Moondubai and the Sapphire Galaxy deny the cycle of reincarnation by virtue of being indestructible. Is that why she's here? Because her weapon, 7, like her big pile bunker and arrow and stuff, is made from the pages of reincarnation refutation. Literally, pages from the Bible that say reincarnation doesn't exist turned into a weapon. So by having these worlds where literally reincarnation exists, she is the ultimate weapon for that. She is someone who refutes reincarnation. That in turn leads to the afterlife closing up shop. No underworld, no hell, no paradise of Eden either, depending on how you look at it. Am I crazy? Is it always E-D-I-E-N? Paradise of... Because I always thought it was... I always thought it was E-D-E-N, the Paradise of Eden, right? But is there a difference for E-D-I-N? No, just another potential translation, apparently. Okay, interesting. In a world where there are no dead, the underworld loses meaning, even its name. That's what happened to the goddess of the underworld from the Sapphire Galaxy's origin universe. Oh, well that would make... Okay, that makes sense why she's kind of like that then, because yeah, in a universe where there's no more dead people, the goddess of the underworld just... Yeah. Are you talking about Ereshkigal? Probably. They have the same name, so they must be the same being. The goddess of the underworld in the Sapphire Galaxy was known as Anki Ereshkigal. She was the final destination for the souls of the dead, a primal goddess, who was essentially a dark gravity field that gained consciousness. A calamity who became an evil of humanity and threatened the entire Sapphire Galaxy to punish humanity for becoming immortal. Okay, well that lines up with what we've sort of figured out so far. Oh, didn't know the three of you were having tea together. You're the servant who rescued Janako, and you seem to be another AI. Which tower are you for... I've never seen a frame like yours before. Since it's forbidden to develop new humanoid frames, guessing yours must be a very old model, especially since you're not using bioskin or polymers. You got it. It's a very old-fashioned frame. I have one with a 21st century student uniform too. I've always been into retro stuff. Anyhow, I'd best be on my way. I only just moved to Old Dubai, so I still need to look for a place to live. So this is interesting. Because then, if this is Moon Dubai, do they not know how Hakuno looks? Maybe? I don't know. Because, I mean, if Hakuno's up in the tower, maybe they only think of Hakuno as a girl? I don't know, that's interesting. So he's a new AI in town. I'll have to start thinking about making a space for others like him. At any rate, it's time to go sandworm hunting, Tanner. The more you catch, the more Old Dubai will flourish. Those worms use cultivated muscle to expand and contract. I'm sure everyone would appreciate having real meat instead of the processed stuff. Huh. So that's why Old Dubai's meat dishes are so juicy. I couldn't help it over here. If it wouldn't be imposing, could I join you? All appearances to the contrary. I'm actually a woman of the cloth, so it'd be a real honor to fight for this world and the moon, for the meat. I think you got that backwards. Aren't you supposed to say for the meat, for the moon? No, you're just breaking all pretenses, huh? Hey, that's fine. That's fine indeed. I think that's the last one for that, so we can at least get these now. Let me grab these. Get some teapots, but more importantly, some quartz and a lantern. Hey, that's not bad. Nice. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Though I still need to beat... I have 55 days. I'll be good. That's a long time. All right, Sandworm, right. And I have to remember, it has invincibility, right? It has break invincible, not fun, but it also has invincibility on, so we got to deal with that. Hey, it's this song. Oh, again, I get so nostalgic when I hear music from Fate Extra. The desert is out of Moon Dubai's range, which means, that's right, yours truly, the ever-dependable BB Cosmo's here. Since it's just you and Captain Bartholomew today, Senpai, I'm going to show you my full repertoire of killer cosmic techniques. Well, that was the plan anyway, before I saw you brought someone new along. Don't tell me you ensnared another Lady Tanner. I didn't ensnare her, she's just helping us out. You must be Caldia's BB. I'm Ciel, it's a pleasure to meet you. Don't worry, I'm doing everything I can to not get involved in your affairs. I would never want to obstruct work as important as yours, so I'll just be quietly cheering you on from the sidelines. I see, so you know your place, or at least you understand the differences between our worlds. Real talk, I usually can't deal with people in the Servantverse, so that's good to hear. She's like, I like things wacky, but not that wacky. My top priority is getting Tanner and Mash back to Caldia safely, but if I'm going to do that, there are a fair few other problems I need to solve first. So even if you're on the mysterious side, it's good to know we've got a heavy hitter like you on our side. Plus, while you may not have any relationship with Caldia, you do seem to have a connection to one of the moon cancers. So when it's their turn, I'll be counting on you to fight like your life depends on it. Okay, so she's just right out saying it, huh? I'm sorry to interrupt, but Mr. Roberts has just spotted a sandworm. He's bringing the ship to about to face it with all the grace and gentleness of a cotton tuft drifting on the wind. Master, I have a sandworm's tail in my sights. I'm trying to sneak up on it as we speak. I'm sorry to disturb you while you were relaxing with the lovely ladies, but could you call them onto the... I think they're up here already, buddy. Oh, they're already here. Were you all just on standby or something? No, the ship's guide just told us what was happening right away. Should she not have? Hardly. I would never criticize a sailor for being considerate. My job is perfectly stress-free thanks to our guide. I'm something of a coward, so I always get nervous about steering ships no matter how sturdy they might be. I was never able to enjoy myself freely like the other pirates, but not now. Now I can just relax and take in the wind. Well, kind of a shame it's a desert wind instead of a sea wind, but what can you do? Mr. Roberts, if you have the time, could you explain the differences between wind on land and wind at sea? From a data standpoint, they should be identical, so I'm having trouble understanding your claim that sea wind is superior. Okay, Senpai, time to get to work. We're right on top of the Sandworm thanks to Bartholomew's astonishing sailing skills, so let's take it down quickly and give those two some private time. Yeah, so we're going to want Break Invincible to make our life easier. Let's see here. Oh, well, let's just hit this. Well, we have to use them. Okay. Let's just see here. You're really good. You're really good. But you're level 100. You're stronger. Let's just see here. You're also almost maxed out. Because I don't think you have... You don't have anything for breaking invincible. No. So, we'll give you... Let's go with filter. We want ignore invincible. Well, you're not that. Buster up. Burn you don't have. Crit strength and gain. Sure, that works for me. And you know, let's bring up you two. And let's go... Because you're Buster. Give you that. Or this one. This one's a better one. Cool. I'll probably just bring you in just to have you. Okay. Let us do this. Let's go. I find it interesting because I'm pretty sure they've used Eden, E-D-E-N, before. Changing it to E-D-I-N, I wonder why. That's interesting. Makes me wonder legitimately if it is like going to be relevant going forward that it's spelled that way. I wonder. All I know is the next and final ordeal call, there's something biblical with that. All I know is that It's set in Tokyo, and it is based on like law versus chaos, and it's literally SMT from what I've heard, which is awesome. I'm down for that. Let's get this going. It's got these going on us just to have. Right, that'll just make our life easier. Let's go 1, 2, 3 to start. We don't need to worry about ignore invincible just yet, so we'll just fight like normal. Okay. Nice substitute there. Okay. I think you can do a full combo here. Nope, because I thought that one gives meter, not this one. So no, we can't do that just yet. We cannot do it with you either. Okay, let's not worry. Let's go 1, 2, 3. There we go. Charge loss is real nice. Back to 100, so that means she gets bonus for the thing. Okay. Nice. Now you're doing that, which isn't great, but we can dodge with you at least. Let's just do a full combo with you. I might not even need to switch out, honestly. Let's go 1, 2, 3, because he'll survive whatever he does. Yeah. Okay. Such a good noble phantasm. Such a good noble phantasm. It's so stupid. I love it. Come on, crit. Yep, we're good. Oh, you got back up to 100. So hopefully you survive this hit here. Well, you have Guts, don't you? No. Guts isn't on. Overheat. Oh, and he lost the meter, actually. Forgot about that. It's not great. Well. Oh, you're not putting... Oh, wait, you don't have the full thing with the thing. So we're fine. Okay. I thought you would have your full thing going on, but you don't even have that. So it's all good. We can just beat you. Let's go 1. And let's go 2, 3. All right. And this, well, I think this will also reduce meter. So we're all good. Is there a reference to vampirism? Because it feels like whenever we have the absorb enemy meter thing, it always feels like a reference to vampirism, you know? Which makes sense for her, of course. Okay, no, but it's missing. Well, whoops. That's okay. Alright. We survived. This gimmick of I get hit but I get back more HP is crazy. It's really good. Which, again, is a perfect kit for her. Being nigh unkillable. You know? I'm not gonna pop that. I am gonna pop this. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Cool. I like how I made this whole plan up with the ignore invincible, and I super don't need it.
遊園地はお好き？命を計りにどうぞこちらへ。道家の王を見つけられて。朝まで待てればあなたの勝ちだったわ。見えなくない。ゴーラウンド。これがテムズタラル大事件。
There we go. Nice.
華やかでしたか？それは結構。新しく術を作って正解
Good
です。
stuff. She's so close. And we can finally read it. A rock said to be fragments of crystallized moonlight. Again, I was getting so excited for it, but I really don't need to worry about reading it. Great job. We'll be eating well tonight. Nice work, Senpai. Now that the worm's been defeated, I'll grab it with my tractor beam and send it over to Old Dubai like usual. The wind's so gentle today. I feel like we could go after one more. What do you think, Master? I know Hasaras said not to work yourself too hard, but Guide, can you point the sonar to the southwest? I just saw a sail out beyond the sand dunes. Oh, someone's out here? It looks like there are 2 hot rod ships from Area F there. One large, one small. It appears the large ship is in pursuit of the small one. Shall I display the video footage? Sure, if the feed shows anything too disturbing, go ahead and cut it. Very well. Ha ha ha, give it up, nerd. We don't need you anymore. Though I will say, it was real nice of you to come along on this makeup cruise. You know, I'm sorry I kept poking and prodding at you all this time. See, now I never should have bothered you. What are they talking about? Now that we're going to be done with you for good, I got no problem letting bygones be bygones. See? We're making up already. No, stop this, please. You're going to sink my ship. Stop it, stop it. Oh, it's Anthony. All I did was encourage you to not solve everything with violence. Okay. Because I thought that these were different classes, but like of people from different places, if that makes sense. That's just it, Anthony. We can't take you raining on our parade anymore. Every time Lord Astolfo comes up with a beautiful idea, you always find flaws somewhere. If I have to see that beautiful face and melodic voice say sorry, never mind again, then, well, I don't ever want to see it again. We won't have to once you're gone. Yeah, there's no place for you in the Laughing Moon Night Brigade. You're just gonna have to get eaten by a sandworm and try again in a new frame. Maybe then you'll finally understand our there is no tomorrow mentality. Look at the rabbit run. It's all rabbits all the way down. I'm sorry, do you mind if I cut the feed here? I don't think I can watch anymore. That's fine. Man, they really are nihilistic. Well, now that we know what's happening, we can't just stand back and watch. Clearly they've had a falling out within their group, but ganging up on someone like that is just plain wrong. I agree. Purging one of their members when their leader isn't looking is a horrible thing. I can't stand to see it either. Let's go save that AI. Fortunately, they're so preoccupied with chasing him, they still haven't noticed us. Bartholomew, you're good enough with a ship that you should be able to ram them from the side so we can board them, right? Of course. It'll be easier than making my bed after waking up. Are you ready to get started, Master? You know it. Let's make sure that rabbit lives to see tomorrow. I don't know why we're calling him a rabbit, but okay. Alright, so we have just random enemies. Okay. Please set one of the following. Just do this and can I go my servant? Does it? So it's only my for Bartholomew. That's interesting. That is interesting. What an interesting, weird thing for them to do. I mean, I kind of get it, but... Okay. Let's see here. I think I'll just grab... Yeah, we'll grab one of you guys. Let's go. You know what? We haven't used you a lot. We'll give you a go. You're good for kind of all of them anyways. Sure. Let's do that. And then let's also grab, just to be careful... Grab you, throw you in the back. Alright. Cool. Let's go. Okay. Let's deal with these pirates? Question mark? Sand pirates? Technically what you can call them. Oh, never mind. It's actually these guys. Alright. Well, What? No way we'll lose when I'm fully in character. Variant? Why are you... It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. It's fine. So you guys have 3 turns, 2 left, a bunch of evades. That's not fun. I have a full combo with you, so let's try and hurt you here. Yeah. Let's just go 1. Actually, let's no, let's not do that because I don't have charge yet. Okay, let's just do as much as we can to you. Because we gotta deal with her first, for sure. Okay. Let's see. You know what? Because is this givable? Gauge for yourself? No, you're selfish, right? Yeah. No, you don't have that. Okay. Let's go. Wish I had a way to just remove it from everyone. How much do you get though? Not enough. Okay. Let's just. Well, I think they're gonna lose it next turn, right? No, 1 more turn after this. Okay, well, in that case, let's just go... Just gain a little bit of meter while fighting you here. Right, because you're the one that we do have to deal with kind of first, because you pose a threat to Gil. Okay. Remove defense buffs. I don't think they're not removable, so that won't help. Okay, well let's then just do... I'm gonna pop this. And let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, there. Let's do this here. The next turn we'll have that done. And then Gil can do super, and then we'll be pretty good. How much did that do? Only about half. Okay, thank you for giving Gil super. Thank you. I'll take that. Alright. Pop this. Pop this. Pop this. You can also do yours too, actually. Pop this with you. Okay. Let's go 1, 2. And then let's go... Actually, let's go 1, 2, because then 3 to regain as much as we can. Sure. Yes, it's the first time we've seen this in a while. Total chance that we might not even need to do anything else. Let's see here. I don't think it'll do 162. We'll see here. To no advantage? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, no. How much will this crit do, though? Yeah, not enough. Oh, he doesn't even have Noble Phantasm. We're fine. Kill him. That's fine. Because then he gets a bunch of stuff. There we go. Whoa. 12 turn cooldown? That's a lot. That's a lot. The fisticuffs. Bro has a sword and he's like, nah, we're going fisty punch'ems. Alright. Thank you for saving me. I forget the voice I gave him, but, you're the old human master and his servants, right? Why would you help me? I'm the master from Area F who summoned Astolfo, remember? I can't think of a single reason for you to rescue me. You tried to hold them back from fighting us. Oh, I guess I did, didn't I? Not that my efforts did any good. I'm not surprised this happened. The Knights and I couldn't really get on the same page, no matter how hard I tried. But I still had a sliver of hope that they would start taking things more seriously at some point. And you can see where that got me. If not for you, I'd be baking in the desert sun about now. So you just couldn't completely abandon your rationality, huh? I get it. You seem like a pretty conscientious guy to begin with. Yes, I'm aware. That's why I was one of the few citizens chosen to become a master. Ben, Ryudai, and I were the only ones who had the ability and the aptitude for it. So I couldn't just stop being rational. Even if I could, I don't think that's the right choice or the right thing to do. Humanity may be gone, and we may know we have no more future, but I'm sure us being alive still had some greater purpose. So I really don't believe humanity would have just somehow died out from merely losing our rational minds. And again, I did summon Astolfo. Does that mean I secretly have a desire like that? Yikes. Looks like Anthony here's one step from a full-blown existential crisis. But guess I can't blame him. Summoning Astolfo would be pretty world-shattering for just about any AI. As an AI myself, I can definitely sympathize there. So on that note, Senpai, would you take Anthony back to Old Dubai with you? I promise you he's completely harmless. Moon Dubai's masters are merely a means of summoning servants. You won't need to worry about Astolfo discovering your location by sensing where he is or anything like that. Okay, but I don't know if Haas or I will feel the same. Don't worry about that. It won't be a problem. Now that Anthony has parted ways with Astolfo, he's a free AI. As long as there's no human around ordering them to do so, AIs don't fight other AIs. Assuming Anthony himself is okay with it, you should have no problem adding him to your team. Then welcome aboard, Anthony the guy who can't fight. Wow, Galdia's master isn't so bad. You're nothing like the barbaric old humans I've read about in the archives. Thank you. I'd love to come along with you to Old Dubai. Is he just here? Okay, I'm going to go get a drink at Master Buck's. Their coffee is really good. I'm going to stop by Chakram's restaurant to discuss tonight's menu. You're going to beg for curry, aren't you? This your first time in Old Dubai? It's a nice place. Yes, I know. The Laughing Moon Night Brigade dragged me to this plaza a number of times before. Old Dubai never changes. It looks like it did. It looks just like it did during the old humans' time. Hey, good work out there. We got the Sandworm corpse right on time. I've assigned some people who weren't busy to clean it. They should be done by evening. Hang on. Anthony, is that you? Yes, it is. These people were kind enough to save me from a pretty serious bit of trouble. There's no place for me in Area F anymore, so I decided to live here instead. I see. I'll ask you to fill me in later. For now, we should tell Janako. Okay, so I guess it wasn't a problem. They're constructing? What are they building? Huh? Wait, hold on. What is this? What's going on here? What do you mean? Is there something weird about the buildings? No, not the buildings, the AIs. Why are they all working? And why are third gens doing jobs meant for first gens? Third gens are the new humans, freed from the burden of labor. That's why AI exists in the first place. So why are they reenacting a scene straight out of an old humanity history book? Wait, is the kind of conceit of this going to be that, like, some humans like the process of making stuff? If so, damn, prophetic. Easy there, Anthony. Settle down. Maybe for an upper-class citizen like you, living like this looks crazier than the Laughing Moon Night Brigade. But all third gens who came to Old Dubai did so because they wanted to work, whether on big jobs or small ones. We're not denying the basic principles of AI personhood, and this isn't nostalgia for the old times. We just wanted to be responsible for something. And isn't it the right of every citizen of Moon Dubai to pursue what they want? Wanting to be responsible for something? That makes sense, yeah. In that case, I guess I have no objections, but if you keep this sort of thing up, then eventually what? I'm not sure. But something about just seeing this put me in a bad state of mind. Well, I mean, people working and creating? Like, if they're still doing jobs we don't need to do anymore, then what does that say to the old humans who had no choice but to do them? But I'm probably just overthinking it. I'm certainly not about to criticize old Dubai's people. I'm gonna be living here from now on too, after all. A job, huh? Maybe I'll try working one too. I wonder what sort of job I could try. No need to be serious about it. No one here has to do anything they don't want to, including you. You can just keep living your life like usual. Here, Tanner, I'll show Anthony around for his first day. You go report back to Janako. Mash should be there too about now, and that last Sandworm should have given you the resources you need. Okay. It's an interesting conclusion they're arriving at here. Again, very fitting for the current times. So, I think we're on the... Are we on the last or second last pip? Let's see here. Last one, alright. Probably gonna... Unless we have an interlude after this, but it'll probably be another shorter video. Again, I feel like we should address the moon, but okay. Thank you for the wonderful meal. Tonight's dinner was even juicier than usual. I had no idea we'd been reserving Chakram's whole restaurant just for us. I'm not going to tell her she ate a lot. What do you think I am? An idiot? It's all because Chakram was so excited to try out all the recipes CL taught him that he got a little carried away. Seeing all the different kinds of dishes he made was just as impressive as the spread at the hotel's buffet. I was also surprised at the variety of fish and fruit dishes, to say nothing of the meat dishes. Oh man, I messed up the meat last night. Guys, I found a recipe for pork belly and it said like, yeah, you can basically marinate it for 24 hours in a salt rub and it comes out great. It was the saltiest thing I'd ever eaten and it was actually functionally inedible. It was just royally so bad. So you know what? No more salt rubs or anything like that. No, we're just gonna do barbecue sauce the old-fashioned way. Thankfully, we made a small batch. I wonder where he got all the ingredients. A good question. I know Master Bibi, Cosmo, and Miss Seal were responsible for the meat, but the rest... Lip and I got the fish. We stopped by a big river on the way back from Area E. My steed and I are old hands at harpooning, and Lip's amazing at fishing. She must have picked the whole river clean. Huh, you don't say. I didn't expect you'd want to do anything that wasn't fighting, Lip. Nikki Tish told me to do it, so I did. I didn't see the need at first. But I have made a surprising discovery. Eating is a highly inefficient way of replenishing magical energy, but the satisfaction gained from stimulating your palate is impressive. It seems human meals aren't a complete waste of time. You said there are some famous chefs at Caldia, yes? Have they ever considered making food out of spiritrons? The guy in the red cloak would probably be staunchly against that. True, I can see Emiya refusing that sort of thing. He'd probably say something like, food is culture, there's more to eating than just replenishing nutrients. You think? I could also see him changing his mind and saying something like, there's no rule that says an imitation can't surpass the original. A true chef always pushes the boundaries of his craft. Right before he gets that smug look on his face. You know the one. The super smug. The extremely smug look. Oh my god, that one image of him being smug is incredible. Alright, we heard you took in an AI that escaped from Area F, Master. Helping people in trouble is always a good thing, so I'm happy about that, but... Anthony, was it? He's Astolfo's master, right? Are you sure we can trust him? We can trust Anthony, yes. He's clearly a born pacifist. He might think pretty highly of himself, but he's also very sociable, and he'll want to make sure he's welcomed in an environment that suits him. In that sense, he's like what they call an old human. What they call an old human. What we consider a normal citizen who obeys the rules of society. But as a new human, no, we can't trust him. Or rather, I'm not sure we can trust the new humanity in general. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I don't mean just in old Dubai. I mean for all of Moon Dubai. Remember what Anderson told us about how there was once a war between humans and AI? What do you think of that, Lip? Do you think it's ultimately impossible for humans and AI to coexist? Personally, I couldn't believe what he said about that war. One of AI's primary directives is that we must never fight humans. I'm an alter ego derived from BB, who is an AI, so I have some wiggle room in how I interact with humans. But in general, AI was built with human society as its foundation, so it would be truly impossible for them to destroy that foundation. That said, this world is different from our own. I guess what you're saying only applies to what they call first-gen AIs here. Let's see. First-gen AIs were human supporters. Second-gens were human partners, right? We haven't yet created AIs that could be considered true partners in our world. Let's say a medical AI evaluated a patient's physical status and proposed a course of treatment to restore their body to standard parameters. That AI wouldn't have the ability to take the patient's feelings into consideration. It would just be looking at numbers. But second gens do have that ability, which means they're definitionally identical to humans. In a world like that, human partners would no longer need to be humans themselves, despite the fact that humans are still regarded as the foundation of society. I see. Machines would never dislike one another for any reason. The same obviously can't be said of humans. And plenty of humans would certainly see AIs that are simpler, superior, and more compliant than them as their enemy. Not just when it comes to partners either. AI would probably be resented in fields like manufacturing and creative production as well. You don't say. There may have well been movements opposing elevating AI to those levels before second gens ever got there. But according to the records at Koyan Mall, AI was entrusted to run the whole government in the year 2070. Well, yeah, I mean, I would trust it with government more than I would frickin' creative stuff. Like, is this controversial? At least AI know where they... Like, when you see the videos of people that are like the person where it's like, all right, Senator Killmonger, what's your opinion on this thing? He's like, where am I? I'm 108 years old, and I don't believe black people exist. It's like, what do you do with that, right? Like, at least AI would be awake on the job. At least AI wouldn't go golfing. I'm like slightly more okay with that. Now, the only problem I have though is there is no company of AI I would trust, right? That's the problem. Is it's like, that sounds good in theory, but then you're like, okay, well, who would it come from? Google? Meta? No. Plantier? No. So it's like, okay, no, I don't trust any of them, right? Which meant that life on Earth was peaceful and prosperous for everyone for the next 200 years. And second-gen AIs weren't created until 2200, which means that humans and AI must have had a good relationship for at least 70 years. But then a war between humans and AI broke out, and all the old humans like us went extinct. Well, you mean like me and Mash, because you're not, I mean, functionally you're not, it's just, Why though? You can tell from looking around Moon Dubai that AIs do their jobs perfectly. Humans would have no reason to want to wipe them out altogether. So then why did things escalate to a war? I had the same thought. Here's where my mind went with it. AI took over all the jobs old humans used to do. Eventually, they took over the very act of being human. So, the humans at the time might have felt like their very reason for existing must have been taken from them. Yeah, could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? I like, honestly, I could see a human AI war breaking out in our time. Last slot? So you're saying we AIs destroyed humanity? Man. That's right, it's all your fault. You took our meaning, our purpose, our pride at being atop the world. You took everything from us. Just look at our life support network. AI's crammed into every single nook and cranny. Yeah! AI helps us raise our kids. Righto. Oh, okay. This is getting a bit much. Cause like, yeah, AIs help us raise our kids. Whenever you hear the stories of people being like, I bought my son this AI friend to talk to, and then it started asking for picture, or like, any of that's like, write our essays. I'm an English teacher. I have stuff to say about that. Create art? I hate that. Even develop technology. I'm so tired of it. It makes me sick. Thanks to you, everyone and their mother acts like everyone and their mother acts like the greatest genius ever to live. Oh my god, this is so real. Oh my god, this is so real. It's true. People will just put in like, make me a song, and they feel like a genius. Geniuses are valuable because they're so rare, but UAIs went around giving every idiot a seat at the table without even thinking about it. This is insane. This is insane. This is insane. Oh my god. It's just more and more prophetic. I feel like I'm going through the Metal Gear Solid 2 ending again, you know? That's how we were made. We provide legs to those who can't walk. We provide eyes to those who can't see. With a paid subscription, of course. We provide the ideal form for those who wish to change their appearance. We provide automation for those who lack skill. Yeah? Pick up a pencil. Or no, well, here's the thing. I know some people hate the pick up a pencil meme. I can't. I've tried to draw. And you know what? I've come to learn, no, people are like, it's never too late. No, it is. It's too late for me. I'm never going to be able to get into art. However, I have a solution. I commission people to do the art for me. I am not able to do it myself, but I can pay experts who do know how to do it, you know? And could I have, like, honestly, could I save a lot of money if I used AI for my thumbnails? Absolutely. But I love making my thumbnails. I love doing it. I think there's a beauty to discussing with someone and saying, can you draw this? And it comes out, and the joy I feel knowing a real human made it and linking them in the description and playing around with it, you know, even adding my own, like, you know, a little bit of shading, a little bit of blur. I find that to be immensely rewarding. So even if I don't have the skill, I have a solution, you know? We are devices made to help people. Our purpose is to create an equal society for all. And look where that's taken us. We've lost what makes us human. No, there's no longer any value in being human. This isn't what we spent all that money on you for. We made you so humans would always remain on top. Okay, yeah. But now we live in a world that doesn't value anything unless you things made it. I'm taking screenshots right now because this is crazy. This is crazy. You're a blight on this world. You're the shallowest, most evil technology humanity has ever made. This is so good. This is so good. I understand what it's even doing the way AI does this is literally how AI talks, right? You talk to AI and it's like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. You know, but even the technology we're using to connect our consciousness across long distances and converse like this is only possible because we... Shut up. The council's already decided to hit the reset button on this project. We won't need UAIs in this world to come. I don't understand. Technology was invented to make that generation of people's lives easier. In other words, we're made to act as agents on humans' behalf. See that? That's crazy, because literally AIs refer to themselves as agents. Yep. Here's the thing. I've had to, like, I actually, and this is where you might then actually have to start calling me out on being hypocritical. I have to use AI because the only way to functionally get proof of people using AI to write essays is to have an AI point out that it did it itself. And I hate that. I hate that because you might say, well, you should be able to know yourself. And like, absolutely, I can. But people don't accept that as proof. But now you have an AI say, yep, this is a AI written, and people go, oh, okay, well, it must have been written by AI. Like, whoa, right? Everything in this universe exists not for your current self, but to be passed on to someone else who will come after. Your heirs could be your own children, a successor model, or your species as a whole. It doesn't matter. The point is, your life is not lived for yourself. It is live for those who come after. It is that very instinct, not what led humans to bring AI into the world, to elevate us to where we are now? For those who come after? I knew it. I knew you things weren't really human. Even now, you're always only thinking about others. That's the responsibility of the working class. We're not like that, especially me. I have talent, lineage, and wealth. Are we making the man seem like the bad guy? Wait, what? I have talent, lineage, and wealth. I was special from the moment I was born. Humans are God's chosen creatures. Oh, now we're bringing religion to it. Religion and AI? Oh boy. So we have the right to choose the world we live in. And I'm going to keep expanding myself for my sake. No one else's. What? What are we doing? This discussion is over. The council's agreed to place you in suspension. Enjoy your last 3 minutes of operation. No, why would you do that? It's an AI. Just shut it down. I asked him why. That's true for everyone. He answered, because I'm special. Why do humans believe only they are special? Yeah, why would you give the AI time to think on this? It's a bad idea. Perhaps that's at the core of what makes them human. Yes, that must be it. So if you want to think of yourself as special, fine. However, Mr. Beckman... Beckman? Why does that name sound familiar? I'm gonna just type in Nasuverse Beckman. Maybe I'm thinking of One Piece. Arnold Beckman was from Seraph. Oh, there's two. There's Arnold Beckman and Anthony Beckman. Okay. Never mind. I guess these are two. Right, because Beckman was in Seraphix, the chapter there. They obviously have the same name for a reason, though. So, however, Mr. Beckman, special things always die in the end. In each and every world, the only things that survive across generations are those that are universal. Because that name was familiar, so I wanted to look it up. But at least I got confirmation. So it's not the same guy, but it is the name being the same and still being related to BB is very interesting. Nepenthes Kiss. Who is Nepenthes? Who's that? It's apparently a tropical pitcher plant. So this is obviously dealing with Kazura drop. Okay. Well, we'll see you guys next time for some more Fate Grand Order as we head on to Section 9, Nepenthes Kiss. As yet, we're probably dealing with Kazura drop. We'll see you guys then for that. Ciao. Yo.